Okay, so being as efficient as possible is one of the keys to a profitable business. And if you're out there servicing customers every day, your schedule, your routing, and your drive time matter. And we've been seeing that businesses are getting faster at quoting, faster at scheduling, but still losing time and money on inefficient routes. And because of this, we just launched a brand new feature in QuoteIQ called Route Density. Now, QuoteIQ already has route optimization, which lets you take a full day of scheduled jobs and with one click, optimize the route for the most efficient route possible. Route Density, on the other hand, lets you define geographic service areas, assign service days to those areas, and control when your customers can book based on their property address. So instead of fixing your schedule after the fact, you're setting it up correctly the first time. And now I'm going to show you exactly how this works because I know it's a lot easier to see something on the screen. So I'm going to walk you through how to set up a route density zone, assign service days, and show you what the customer sees when they are going through InstaQuote, setting it up through InstaSchedule, or they're just reviewing, approving, and scheduling from a quote that you either texted or emailed them. So let's jump into QuoteIQ. We are going to go to the settings. We're going to scroll down to our self-service area, which has got our newest feature about route density, as well as InstaQuote and InstaSchedule. We will click on route density, and this is the first thing that pops up. It's only going to pop up one time, the first time you open it up, and it basically explains how route density works. So you're going to be able to draw geographical zones, right? And this defines service areas, and you're going to do this by drawing polygon shapes directly on the map. Assign days of the week, specify which days each zone is available for service appointments. Location-based availability. This just means that customers are only going to see the available days based on their property's location. And then works with business hours. Zone assignments work alongside your existing business hour settings. So next we have outside zone booking. So you can configure whether customers are outside your zones but within the service radius and can book on specific days. And now we're going to click Get Started. So we're going to start drawing, and you can zoom in, you can zoom out, and you're going to see your map, your location, your market, and you're just going to drop your points around your first area. Then you're going to click here. So you can pick your color of the zone, you can name the zone, and then of course you're going to pick the days that customers are able to schedule that zone. Now I'm going to speed this up so you can see what we're doing. We're just going to continue to add zones. Obviously, you have the ability to allow customers to book multiple zones on different days. So really this is limitless, or it can be as strict as you want to make it. We also built in the ability for you to have outside zone booking, which basically means that if you've got a customer who's outside of the zones that you've already established, you can select those days to be outside zone days so the customers can book on those days as well. So we have set up our zones, and now we're going to run through a quick estimate creation, create the customer, create the estimate. This one's just for demonstration purposes. And then of course you send it to your customer. They can decline it, they can approve it, and we are going to collect their digital signature if they do approve it. And this is also where you can have your terms and conditions, any kind of customer contract attached. Then they're prompted to either schedule now or schedule later. So we're going to hit schedule now. And here's where the magic happens with route density. Everything that we have previously set up on the back end is happening now. What the customer is now presented with is a calendar that is synced with the route density matrix, so they only see dates and times that you have set up for their particular area that are available and not scheduled by another customer. And that is route density. Instead of reacting to a bad schedule, you're actually preventing it in the first place, right? Less driving, fewer reschedules, tighter routes, more efficient, more money, more profit. When route density is paired with InstaQuote, InstaSchedule, and your regular estimates that you're sending, customers naturally book in a way that makes sense for your business without you having to explain why you got to reschedule or fix anything manually. This is exactly how scheduling should work for any kind of home service or field service business. If you already use QuoteIQ, this feature is available now. If you're not using QuoteIQ yet and route inefficiency is costing you time and money, this is something that you should take a serious look at. We have got a 14-day free trial. You can try it out at myquoteiq.com. There's a link below. And as always, we built this based on real feedback from real service businesses, and we'll keep improving it with your help. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.